guys, how you doing? It's Rabea. Hope you're all good. So this video is based around a company called Valeton, and they contacted me probably just before the NAMM show, just before Christmas, sometime like that. And basically they just wanted to know if I was interested in having a look at some of their products. And of course I'm always up for seeing new products, new pedals, new bits of gear. So I said, by all means, send some stuff over. So they've sent some pedals over, and I'm going to do a series of different videos on each different pedal. But I thought I'd start out with the first pedal, which is the Choral Looper, or the Choral Loop Station. Now, I love loopers. The reason I love loopers is because you can create your own music on the spot with just you and your guitar. And luckily I've got a few other pedals that I've been messing with. To be honest, the only one that I have been really messing with is the Micro Pog to get some bass lines. Well, you might have heard those in the loops that I was messing around with earlier. I find it incredibly useful for a lot of my practice that I do as a guitar player. One of the things I like to do is improvise over chord progressions and try and sort of broaden my, I suppose, melodic vocabulary, if that's what you want to call it, or phrasing or anything like that. And so it's nice to be able to play in a chord progression and then mess around with it. So there's a close-up cam, you should be able to see that, and you can just see the basic interface of the pedal. It's quite a familiar interface really. It's just straight up the one knob that controls the level of the loop, and then one foot switch. And that foot switch is what you can control the whole pedal with, essentially. So basically I'll show you an example. So if I just go, so what I did there was I switched it on as soon as I started playing. That's really important if you want to create a tight loop. As soon as you hit that pedal, you want to start your loop. And then the idea is that when you stop, it plays back what you just recorded. So it's really important that you hit that on time so that you can get a nice steady timed loop, which is really cool. And then when the LED goes green, that indicates that it's playing. And then you double tap it to stop it, and you see the green light is flashing right now. That means that I've got that loop on call. So if I press it again, it'll start playing again. Now if you want to overdub something else over the top, you just have to hit that pedal once. And then that's how I would go ahead and overdub something. And you can keep doing that as much as you want. This pedal has 10 minutes worth of loop time in it, so it's pretty insane really how much you can record if you want to. But on top of that, the amount of loops you can add to the, amount of overdubs, that you can add to the loop is infinite. So you can literally just keep going. If you want to erase the overdub that you've just played, whilst it's playing, you simply just hold down the pedal and it will flash really fast in green to let you know that you've erased the previous overdub. Likewise, if you want to just stop the whole thing altogether and delete the whole loop, you double tap it and hold it, and the whole thing resets back to zero. One of the other things that I absolutely love looper pedals for is modal practice. You may have heard me mention before about the idea of using drone tones, and that the good thing about a looper pedal is it can provide that for you with ease. Literally all you have to do is hit a note that you want to drone or to loop and just let it go, and it will just allow you to do that, and then you can improvise over the top. So in this case I'm going to use this note. Literally all I have to do is just let that ring out and then hit that the choral looper on for a certain amount of time, then stop it, and it will just create a loop to that note. So with that loop going, I can just start to improvise over the top and practice different modal concepts, or work on my intervallics, or just work on different sounding lead phrases. So as you heard there, I was demonstrating how you can just let a note ring out and then you can practice droning over the top. And that, to be honest, is what I use a looper for basically all the time. If I'm practicing trying to do different sounds, modal stuff, or practicing chord progressions, that is what I use the looper for. So there you go, it's literally that simple. You've got one volume control, one button, and those little options there that allow you to overdub, undo, delete, all that kind of stuff. And it really is that simple. It allows you to practice soloing over chord changes, practice your modal stuff with drones, just creating loops and all sorts of cool stuff like that. So there really isn't much more to say other than I think it's built well, it's straightforward and easy to use, it's got a low noise floor, which is fantastic because you really don't want to hear a lot of hiss and noise from a loop pedal if you're trying to accurately reproduce that loop. So yeah, it's straightforward. It's got buffered bypass in it. And it's basically built to last. It's a solid little aluminium box, so it does the job. So the choral looper is £69. You can get it from Gear for Music, and yeah, basically it's as good as all the other competitors in its category. So it really is up to you if you like the sound of it. Nice and easy to use, straightforward, and to be honest, can't really complain. So there you have it. That is the Valeton choral looper. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you've got any more questions on the choral looper or any of the other Valeton range, then just send me a message or whatever, or post in the comment section below and I'll reply. I'll put all the links to the description of this product in the description box, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Anyway guys, thank you, I'll see you soon.